Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A CloudFoundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
These are some of the APIs which I have created that will be responsible for doing the current of the credit operations, that is create, update and delete. And this was our demo API which is created at date. And these are you. Do you know about the status codes? A status code which AP, I return status code. Status codes are basically the responses that keep from API. By looking at the status code, we can see what. In response, what does the API give us? Let's say that is a 200. That means a response. That means AP, I work properly. And that if that is a 201, that means we have the response created. And if that is a 404, that means not found. Not one, that is for these other things. Yes, this code is unfixed. If that is a 400, that means it is a bad request. That means we are doing something on our end. And if that is a 500, that is the eternal server error. That means that is something wrong with the system, that server. And if that is a 404, that is an unauthorized access. That means we are not authorized to access the resources. There are many status codes. Here you can see only 3 that is created. Here 404 that is not found. If you can see, I have started my development server here. And similarly, our data store is on dictionary, which is empty now. Now let's go to both. When is a testing tool. You able to see this postman. Basically, to run Postman to test on APIs, what we need to do is our server address. We will go ahead and copy the server address from here. We will paste it here. Now the second thing is the route which we want to call. Here the route is /create. I will just append it here. Now the method. The method is a post method. Here you can see a bunch of methods here are get, post, port, page, delete, add options. We define data post method. Pretty clear. Now let's save this. Let me save it. It will not allow the same sign. Now it is accepting a bunch of key value pairs. If you can see, here I am getting content.key. I am getting content.value. And for that key, I am creating the for that key in data store and creating the value that with them saving the value. In short, let's quickly form that values. All those values will be sent in JSON form. If you can see, I have two things, that is key and value. And this value contains my name and age. Basically, in short, what I'm saying is for this test user, which is my key. Save this value. In database, it will be saved like this. This will be a dictionary. The key will be test user. And for this, the value will be this thing, name and age. Create enough, getting my point, what I'm trying to say. When basically how I'm forming this response for this API. I have to send something to the API to create. Some information I have to send to the API to create my user. How I am sending the information in the form of JSON. In the form of JSON. How do we send the information, which send the information in the form of key value pair? This is the key value pair. This is the key and this is the value here. We by far K to do it more. And we were passing now to do data object. That is one is the key which is having the value test user. And the value. For value, we are again passing the dictionary which contains name and age. In short, when we will store in the database. This is how it will be stored. First, we will get the key. Let me show you the pipe jump. First, we are getting the key content dot get key. This is the key here. And then content dot get value. This is the value here. Getting my point. And for the key which we got, we will store that this one data store of test user is equals to value. We got this one. This is how it will be stored in the database. For this key, the value will be stored like this. Now let's try to hit the API. That is working on. Here, when everything is done, I'm returning a message. I'm returning a dictionary basically. And I'm sonifying that dictionary. Basically, I've converted that dictionary to JSON response. If you can see in that what I'm sending, just a message. Just a message I'm sending that I have did. We have created a user with the values. We have created this user with the values. We are using a string here. Here you can see we are using a string and just passing the message. And then after that, at the end, we are sending the status code. If you can see, the status code is 201 created. And we are getting the message that we have created the user test user with the values name, test and age 22. Getting this, guys? Any confusion in this? Now, once we are created, let's try to read that thing. Let's try to read the data. Now you know that once we have created, it will be stored in our database. Let's look out to that thing. This is This is /read and /key. This is /read and /key. Key basically here defines the user. You know which user we created? We created test user. because you know what the key was, test user. Now if I make and let's go ahead, the method is get. That means we are reading the data. If I make a pick all year, in this I'm seeing not found. Why it's bars as that get key. And now all your border different does are only do this. We tried to figure out what you had done here. Sudden, it's pretty neat. First, let's create this thing. No. This is working. That's our very sure. Getting a point, guys. Once we have created the user with this key, that is the test user. That means it is stored in our database. Now, if you are trying to get the value we have defined at D, that means flash to read, flash key we had defined. We are basically saying to the over 2 hours script that read all the data for this user. And you see, we have stored the values like value. In the value we have each, that is 22, and name as test. Getting my point? Basically, this is how we are returning a dictionary. We are returning a dictionary where the key is value and the value is directly what we are getting from the a pair is sponsored. This one. Basically, if you see, this is a dictionary. We are storing the dictionary as it is here and we are just adding the value to your. Getting a point? I'm from any confusion? Please, can't be the name. So, it's confusing. I'm not using it. I'm not using it. Let's see what is confusing. What I think you are getting confused and this thing the response. Like you are keeping the path here, path and like model. From that, you are getting data from like by somewhat you have entered or you are giving a new data here. From park, what I have entered. Basically this thing, this AP, I will interact with my PyCharm code already. This is the let me show you when. This is the create API that. When I get the create API, this function of mine will be called. And what I am doing in there is the data store dictionary. This is the in-memory data store. You can call it in that. I am storing the data. Here I have the privilege to choose the structure of this data which I will give in the body. Getting my point? What I have choose this? I have choose the key value pair. First is the key and the value key will be the username. And the value will be his data. Once I stored this will be stored in the database in this dictionary format. Let me show you the dictionary. That is the date there. This one, you're seeing this data. Test user and with the name and each. In data store, it is storing in the form of this thing. Get him a point. Now, when I'm trying to read that data, I'm reading with the help of the key. And in the data store, if you see, the key is test user. And the value is this one. Getting my point. Once I do the operation data store that get me the key, that means this key, which I'm passing in the URL here. In the URL, I'm passing the test user key. It will give me the value response. This thing. And I'm just formatting the response. I'm just adding a layer on top of it. That is the value layer. This thing. And then passing the dictionary as it is the data. Getting a point. Clear enough. If you're still getting confused, let me know we can. Let's clear those down. Around you also and Sharon you also. Having some doubts. Just ask it up and we will clear those down. Now we have seen create operation. We have seen read operation. Now let's see. Now let's move ahead to the update operation. Let me create one more tab here. This is the server address. This will always be same. And it's a server address like after we wrote the route. We do route here. We'll get this address from there. We will get this address from this. Basically is saying it is running on this server. If you want to access any of the functions, take the server address and give your routing address. Routing address is this one. Up. Now we are trying to do the update. We created a user. This was the data we given it. We try to get the user. We are able to get it. Now let's create it. It is also asking for key. You know what key it is we should give here. Can you tell me what key should I give here? The key which I will give here is this one. You see the key test user. We will be giving the test user. And then in the body parameter, we will give some data. That is the update data. Here content get value. The question is, and then here we are getting content get value. This is the value we will give you now. Let me directly paste it here and update the age to 26. Getting my point for this test user. Now I want to update these values. I have created the age. And the method was put method. Once I do this, you see the message updated, test user. Why did I get created the user? Because that is in memory data in memory user. We were created. We are not using it in a database or something here. Basically, we are storing the data in here now in the memory that is a RAM or something. It will be get erased whenever our function restarts, whenever our script restarts. Let's see, it is stopped. Now getting it. The message updated test user with this data. You can try to get it again in the age. I should get 26. But the value is null. I think the data is not good. We are now just test user with the age 26. If you see, we have the value and the value is this one here, the value for this test user which we want to update. Once we send it, it gives us the message that the data is updated. Test user, now let's try it. It has updated the age seen on the age is 26. It will be a little bit confusing at first. But if you will try to create some APIs on your own, some sample API, whatever they may be created, update delete, you will get a gist of it. What we are basically serializing this data. This is pretty much simple. Just the thing is for now, it will look like we're doing something strange. We are not getting what we are trying to do. Get it my what? Do not worry. Once we are done with this, create it, update, delete. I will share you the script. And also I will share you this body and this body. Try to run it on your machine. And try to debug that code. What, how, why we are giving this in this format? Can we change the format or something? Can I change the script and write my own functions and all? That is my point. It's like a change like without this Postman site, like we can't do the update. Create to delete functions in the pipe. Show for a Visual Studio. These are tools. You can access Postman in the browser also. There are other tools as well, not only Postman. There are other tools as well. But to test the API, it's better to use Postman. Only get operation you can do without Postman. This appears we need to test it whether it's working or not. Yes, Postman is necessary. Is it a process? Postman is open source tool. Just download it and use it to sign in and use it. That's it. That is the API testing tool basically. This is your API. And create, read, update, delete operation is always performed in API. Getting a point. Now we saw create, read and update, and then let's move on to the delete. Is this whole thing here? If I'm trying to get it now, you see the test user is having the value. It's 26 and name test. Now if I delete the test user, I'm not allowed. You can use it. The one. All change the number. If I delete it, it gives me the message that deleted test user. Now again, you ever try to get the value of this test user? I'm getting the user as platform. Because we have just not deleted the user. Getting my point? the API structures and all. I'm sharing this file now. In Zoom chat, I'm pasting a link where I have stored this thing. If you can access this, when you click on this thing, it will take you that file storage. Just download that file. I'm trying to, and now, yes, I don't know what it is. This will be the file. And Sharon, you are able to get it. On the LinkedIn, it will direct to FHIR.com. And we can download the sampler restricted class. This is the code. Try it on your own, run it in your machine. Try to run it now that if something happens at the later stage, at least you would be able to run it and test it. The run it now there is some error. I can help you with fixing all those errors. Let me see. I'm sharing with the body also which I was giving in Postman. Sequent you're able to off. You just keep an update. Just a thing. You're able to donate. I'm sorry. 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 I'm not going to run it now. I'm sorry. I just script itself. Let's just create. This will be the create data which you will be sending. You need to comment it out now. That will be for postman only. If you are based at here, it will give you error. On line number 36 to 39, either comment it out or keep it in the separate file. That is the data. And that data will also be basically used from other dictionary. The whole dictionary will be used. I'm just unloading that as a create data. Getting my phone. Do you have Postman or can you install it now? Try to see like a flask. I'll see if my flask we have. No, that is a difference of a character. It is not a Python. That is not a package. This is a different software itself. In your web browser, type by jump and it will give you the option to run data. This one. I can only see your item screen. Yes. Click on it. Is it all loaded? It is done. No, it is not loaded. I'm not able to see that version. When I'm keeping the statement in the 10. Which one the version? What do you want typing in the terminal? Like a FHIRAPI version. Not getting a class version. This one. Scroll down. This one. This command. Cope. And I'm not going to see a FHIRAPI. You are able to see. Yes, I can see now. Open the terminal. Now paste it here. Let's command paste it here. Can you type Python 3? Python ring 1. Instead of Python 2, Python 3. Type it Python 3 minus mem. The Python spelling is wrong. We need to. The P and everything should be. That P also keep it small already. The space minus M. Minus. No, this is underscore. We need to use minus. Space flash. iPhone. What you do? That the space also. Space after flask. We need space. What you? A version. iPhone version. Press up arrow. Or it will be down arrow. Not type it a version. Refinitiv. Python or not found. Why is it? Can you type Python and then space or Python space? iPhone version. It is a reference. "30 days running." Yes, this is the interpreter for all of my years. The interpreter is not able to recognize the Python, but it's in our system only. That's fine. It is running. It's fine. Now can you install the Postman? Is it installed? Yes, installed. Not able to see your screen. Yes, let's find you can create an account, but or not, let's continue without it. Can you click on the open lightweight like they're blind? Let's see if you have a server is up and running. And by job, see if your server is up and running. And copy that server address also here. Can you now add the path /create/? No, I think that was last 3, don't you? I guess. Is the method was post. The method was post method. No, this thing. The get your equal to C when you can make it post. Before entering the address, you see get option green color. The method is post now and go to the body. Body. Click on the wrong. Select. That's JSON. You see the text. No, the text you are able to see in that line. Select it as JSON. Now base the script which I give you for 3.8. By action. What's up? Paste it here, I'll show you my body. And do you see the No, I think it is not copied properly. For itself is dark. You are. No, that is not copied properly then. I have to copy once more. I saw you paste it and create in the Python interpreter. We are not able to do that further. Can you copy it from the Python which you commented? Remove this hashtag, remove this, create also. This is not required. It decides to show you for a notation. Just keep the dictionary. Remove that space also. It will be in the dictionary and the one time. The indent it properly. Remove the space on line number 1. Remove the space on line number 1. Now press in the backspace on key. Remove that space on key. One more deck space. One more deck space, press. Enter now. Now take your mouse to the key and the dictionary. You can do that one curly place between the key and the curly place. Take it there. Press an arrow button arrow. Press enter now. This is the indent, similarly to it for value. One curly place is missing. Press enter. Where your mouth was, press enter. Do 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 2 and do it. For under it, once more under it. And then the value, indent the value. The value thing, press keep it under key. This one, keep it under key in the same line. No, not like this. Children once again. This one. Keep it under 3. We remove that curly place. Perfect. At the end, you are able to see an error. Small error on curly places. Add one curly place there because one is missing. And now press one left arrow key and press enter there. No, press enter. Keep your mouse there only. Press left arrow key. No, you're doing it. Button. I keep them out at the end. Just press one single left arrow. Is it going down? Not press enter. Yes, this is the. You can take this thing to the starting of the line number 4. This is the correct. Pretty. This is the correct format now. Send it. This is 404, not fun. Is it development server running? Yes, especially. Can you show me your pie chart? Can you see? No, only post. Can you read on this thing? This is stuff, I guess. Yes, now go back to the pie chart. Not able to see a pie chart. Sorry, I'll go back to the post. Sorry. Create a new tab here. You see the plus icon up here. You can just type the server address here. This one. Remove this create. Press enter. No, remove this, create and then send. Go back to the pie chart. Can you maximize this screen? The terminal screen. There is a problem with your class. Can you close this? Close this one. Let's see. And then we are close the terminal. It should terminate. Go to the terminal. Here type Python. Once into it, it's a little different. Python space. Oh, step it on. And then press. Now remove M and then press step. Is it not formatting itself? Tap. Now this is based here entering. You do the tab keyword. Do you do something like this? No, not this. Any keyboard, only you will see a button with the name tab. The error, press the tab. Pressing the tab. Press it once more. Just below this slowly button, you will see the tab. Press tab. Is it not working? Remove everything typeless. Yes, we have this 5 months typeless and press enter. This file is not there. That is not working. Where is this file? Sample of the everything. You can click there. For over Roses and Marketplace, it's TB our input display change and affected before the system is if can't punish. Then segment go Pete Park open in the query. Let's hover, let's go to Explorer. Then in your downloads. If you can cut it from here and paste it in your Python code folder, that will be great. You can directly go to the buy channel and paste it there only. Close this terminal. Can you see a file icon on the top left? No, not that. File. Screw just some more left with it, just below the Python logo. That will and paste it. Click on Python project folder. Click and paste it. Paste. Paste it on the first order. The option. Revenue space. We're going to know. Now that file is here. Now you can close another file which was open earlier. Close it. And now click here. And anywhere on the screen, click within the file. Within the file, click anywhere. To the click. Now you see a button run, simple as cheap. That one. Yes, now go to the Postman. Send it. There is some problem with the block. Thank you. If you go back to the picture 1 second, there is no API called traced here. Let me show you. Let me see your math screen. Let me know. Screen is your device. If you see, this is my John. Let me clear. Running this Python script. This is the mail development server started. If I click on this link here, you see API call is traced. That means I'm performing a get operation with no dot. Getting my point? And let's say if I use the create call is traced /create. This just tracing is not happening in your Flask. Maybe there is some installation issue. I don't think there is an installation issue. But let me show your system is facing now. Can you once again see a screen? And they're not find the error. It is working. It is not logging error. And inside, and you're shared as lib. Go this way. Then guys, on your end once. And then we will meet tomorrow. Let's debug it more properly. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.